Ever wonder how your navigation app predicts traffic jams before they form, or how scientists track disease outbreaks in real time? It all starts with spatiotemporal graph neural networks, AI models that analyze data changing across both space and time. But here's the catch: these models are memory hogs. They struggle with massive datasets, like the PeMS traffic data, which can crash even high-end computers. Today, we're diving into a breakthrough called PGT-I that's rewriting the rules of efficiency in this field. Let's start with the problem. Imagine training an AI to predict traffic patterns using data from thousands of sensors. Each sensor's data is like a puzzle piece, but the full picture is huge. Traditional methods pre-process this data by slicing it into overlapping time windows. Think of it like taking snapshots of a moving train. But here's the issue: these snapshots create excessive redundancy. For example, the PeMS dataset, our biggest test case, grows from 8.7 GB to nearly 420 GB after preprocessing. That's like turning a small backpack into a moving van. This redundancy crashes even supercomputers. In 2023, training on the full PeMS dataset was impossible. Open-source tools would crash on a 512 GB RAM node, hitting a memory wall. But what if we could process this data without the bloat? Enter PGT-I. The key idea: instead of storing every snapshot, PGT-I standardizes data in place. Think of it like organizing a messy room. You don't duplicate all your stuff to clean it, you just rearrange what you have. This reduces system memory usage by over 30%, dropping the PeMS dataset from 420 GB to 259 GB. Even better, it cuts training time by 15 times compared to older methods. The numbers speak for themselves. With PGT-I, the PGT-DCRNN model uses just 1.58 GB of GPU memory, compared to 24.84 GB in the original DCRNN. It's like swapping a bulldozer for a bicycle. And while the old model crashed on PeMS, PGT-DCRNN handles it smoothly. But here's the kicker: this isn't just about traffic. Researchers tested a similar approach, called index batching, on a traffic forecasting model called A3T-GCN. The result? Memory use dropped by almost half, and when scaled to 32 GPUs, training time plummeted by 30 times. Imagine swapping a bike for a rocket ship, same destination, way faster. How does it work? PGT-I uses a smarter sliding window approach. Instead of creating separate copies of data for training, it processes sequences step by step, updating a hidden state like a memory. This is especially powerful for models like DCRNN, which predict future states by learning patterns from past data. The implications: faster, more accurate predictions for everything from traffic jams to climate change. And as these models get better at handling time-sensitive data, we're unlocking new possibilities, like forecasting how a storm might impact a city hours in advance or tracking how a disease spreads through social networks. Think of a graph as a web of connections: roads, people, or even weather stations. Traditional models struggle when this web gets too big, but index batching splits the work smarter, like assigning each GPU a specific neighborhood to study without overlapping. It's like giving a team of chefs separate stations, instead of making them all fight over the same stove. So why does this matter? Spatiotemporal GNNs are everywhere, from weather forecasting to epidemiology. By making these models memory efficient, PGT-I and index batching unlock new possibilities for real-time analysis on massive datasets. It's not just about speed, it's about breaking down barriers to tackle some of the biggest challenges in science and technology. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into how these models work, hit subscribe and let me know in the comments what you'd like to explore next. Stay curious. Ever wonder how your navigation app knows to reroute you before traffic gets bad? Or how scientists track diseases before they spread? It's all powered by a type of AI called graph neural networks. Think of them as digital detectives that uncover hidden patterns in complex, connected data. But here's the challenge: when you try to scale these models to handle huge datasets, like every road in a city or every person in a pandemic, things get super slow. Enter a game-changing breakthrough. Researchers tested a technique called index batching on a traffic forecasting model called A3T-GCN. The result? Memory use dropped by almost half, and when they scaled it to 32 GPUs, training time plummeted by 30 times. Imagine swapping a bike for a rocket ship, same destination, way faster. But this isn't just about traffic. These methods could transform how we train AI for weather predictions, tracking virus outbreaks, or even analyzing videos frame by frame. The best part? The team is already working on applying this to dynamic graphs, like social media networks that change in real time. So how does it work? Think of a graph as a web of connections: roads, people, or even weather stations. Traditional models struggle when this web gets too big, but index batching splits the work smarter, like assigning each GPU a specific neighborhood to study without overlapping. It's like giving a team of chefs separate stations, instead of making them all fight over the same stove. Next time you see a weather alert or a traffic update, remember, behind the scenes, graph neural networks are working overtime. And with advances like index batching, the future of AI isn't just smarter, it's lightning fast. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into how these models work, hit subscribe and let me know in the comments what you'd like to explore next. Stay curious.